Hello everyone. This is just the testing phase. I'm just waiting for Miulangi to be here. Hello everyone. Okay, hi. I think we've got 3 viewers. Hi Miulangi. I'm just gonna add you. Hello, there you are.
Can you see?
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Just move the camera a little bit up, Miulangi.
Up or you mean down?
Yeah, sorry, down, so we can see your face.
I'm all like very not technologically that's good.
Oh, it looks amazing.
Thank you. Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. I think we've got Nisha. Hi, Nisha. And Madhu. Hi, Madhu. And Shamendri. Hi, Shamendri. Long time. Okay, I think we're doing good. We'll make a start, Miulangi. Are you ready?
Yeah, all good.
Okay, great. So we're really lucky tribe to have Miulangi Sirivardhan here today. We're calling it Wellbeing Wednesday because I mean, what not? I mean, it's such a chaotic situation going on around the world, but we owe it to ourselves to give some time to ourselves and basically look within ourselves to actually see if we can improve it within ourselves. So yoga is something I've been really passionate about for a long time. And then I figured, I mean, Miulangi, I've known you for, I mean, what is it, 15 years or probably more than that? Yeah. We're just giving away our age, right? So, and
Yes.
we met at, I mean, Miulangi's dad is your inspiration and your yoga teacher, and I met Miulangi at karate at her dad's, dojo, which is how our friendship began. So, and then I thought I've followed her journey through yoga, and I mean, you saw the poses. That you look amazing, Miulangi. I think you've built your body to that level, which is incredible. I don't think looking at me, I feel like I'm a very much of a beginner. So I think this forum would be great for someone who's thinking about doing yoga, or maybe a beginner and thinking, okay, is it something for me? So let's start by giving an opportunity to Miulangi. Miulangi, do you want to say a little bit about you? And then, and I have a few questions, but I'm going to get a few questions from, there's 7 of us here, which is lovely. And to ask questions from Miulangi as well. So please feel free to use the chat and write something if you have any questions about yoga. All right, Miulangi, over to you. Tell us a bit about you.
So with me, actually, I'm a mom right now with a little one. So when I actually, you gave a great introduction as to how we met and all that. So our friendship just goes way, way, way back. But for me, actually, yoga is something that I started off like something I grew up with because of my father. Because but what I studied is actually something entirely different, and what I'm doing currently is entirely different. That's okay, because ultimately you have to do what you love, right?
Absolutely.
I think and my degree was Bachelor of Business and Commerce at Monash, and I studied with your sister, one of the greatest friends I've ever met. So
Shout out to Madhu.
yeah, to Madhu. So I think, yeah, but currently I am all 100% into yoga. Uh, as soon as I actually came down back to Sri Lanka, I actually came down with this issue with my backbone. And actually,
Wow.
yoga is actually what helped me cure it 100%. So it's all about yoga. But of course, I've seen how my father has helped a lot of people with yoga. how he has taken people, how he has cured people. There are some disorders and diseases and all that. So I think I have fallen in love with it now, because I'm still, of course, I'm still practicing as well. You can never stop practicing and call yourself, oh, I'm a perfect yoga person now. You keep practicing. Even my father, what he says is, until the day I die, I'm still a student, because you keep exploring, you keep identifying, you keep understanding, and increase your intelligence through this. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, and I've been now teaching for for about 3 years now. But
Yeah.
sadly, no physical classes, sadly, these days because of COVID. So all the sessions are online for me and even my father. So I actually handle mostly the beginner classes and also some of the intermediate classes. So my father handles all the intermediate and advanced sessions. So that's about how I'm going and doing these days.
It's amazing how you've said yoga act as a cure for your condition that you had in the back. It's very funny you said that, because actually just on Sunday I had a excruciating level of pain in my shoulder, and that's something I've never had, and I've been reasonably healthy. And and that's something I always go to if I have something in my hips or something, and that's my go-to before I even call my physiotherapist. I actually do some yoga, and in fact, and you're absolutely right. And I think, it was a good fix. Obviously, and I need to continuously practice, and, and I completely agree with you. It's all about that, continuous evolvement within you, and there's no stopping. I think, you can always grow. And, the personal growth is always there. So that's amazing. So is it right if I said your dad is your inspiration for yoga? That was my first question.
Yeah, my dad is my number one inspiration. He's the best. I mean, not just because he's my dad, I'm not being biased, because Anu, you have seen what sort of a teacher he is. He genuinely teaching, he genuinely wants to teach the true aspect of any art. He's a karate instructor as well. So when it comes to art, he doesn't abuse it, or he doesn't abuse it to make money out of it or anything. He just wants to make sure he gift it, and he really teaches the true essence of that art, So I think my main inspiration is my father, Nandasiri Yoga. So how he has brought up this, and how we have grown up seeing that, because I have seen how people come to him and bless him for curing them. So those blessings are what we really enjoyed, and what really inspired me also to move ahead with yoga. And at the same time, of course, how yoga has impacted my whole family positively, health-wise. So it's not just
that's incredible.
as you know, this is not a theoretical subject. This is practical subject,
Yes,
and you get
absolutely.
Practice. So we have experienced it, and we have seen other people experiencing it. So all of these have become such an inspiration for me to start this journey. Yeah.
That's amazing. So, I think that, the benefits of yoga is beyond the body. There's one aspect that you've told us. I've given you one example from my personal experiences, but, you've experienced the personal, benefits of physical benefits. Is there anything more than that? Like for the mind, I mean, that's something I think I feel always centered personally when I come out of a yoga session, whether it's 10 minutes, 20 minutes, it does not matter. I always feel like I'm just grounded. So I think, is that something that's, true with yoga from your experience?
Definitely, Anu, because yoga is not something that is only for limited to your body. Now, if you take the word yog, it actually is coming from a Sanskrit word called yuj, which means it's a union between your mind and your body. So when you, and also yoga, if I just give a small, like a gist of it, a background of it, to coming to this question, yoga actually depends on 8 pillars, Anu, that we call it in Sanskrit, Ashtanga Yoga. 8 pillars, Ashta Anga. So that has the 8 limbs of yoga. So that we call it Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayam, Pratyahara, Dhyana, Dharana, and Samadhi. Those are the 8 limbs of yoga. So to be a great practitioner, of course, everything depends on that. And out of that, you take the postures and pranayam. Pranayam means your breathing techniques. Those two play a vital role in yoga. And out of that also, your asana, your postures is an integral part of yoga. Postures are what's going to give you the benefits that you can't even imagine of. So when it comes to practicing postures, it's not like going to a gym. It's not like practicing in a gym. Yoga is all about when you practice a posture, it's about how you maintain those fundamental points, how you activate those fundamental points, how you take your mind to each part of your body and perform that posture. So when you're performing a posture also, it has to be always focused. Your focus has to be there. Your mind and body balance, that combination has to be there. So, and also when you practice a posture, when you practice it, it just penetrates your every cell, you know, and every tissue of your body, and also your organs. Now in yoga, Anu, there's another thing. You break in yoga, you break your body into 3 parts. That is your outer body, your inner body, and your innermost body. So your outer body is actually your skin, your tendons, your joints, your muscles. That's your outer body. And your inner body is your organs. Your innermost body is your mind. So when you practice yoga, all of these 3 points are answered and affected positively, right?
Wow,
So
that's incredible. Yes. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you practice a posture, so there are, even in postures, Anu, you have your standing postures, your forward bending, backward bending, twisting, inversions, all are different types of postures. So when you take standing postures, it actually increases your vitality. And when you do all the twisting postures, all this twisting, so that actually helps your spine, and also it just for your internal organs. So that is twisting postures. And also especially also your twisting postures, one more thing I forgot is it cleanses your organs inside. And if you take the forward bending postures, Anu, forward bending postures is what gives you an energizing and calming effect. Your extreme backward bending postures are what is going to give you help with your spine, your backbone, and also your energizing effect. And then you have your inversions. Now all of these inversions give you all your blood circulation to mental strength, everything. So it's such a amazing thing what yoga can do, and how a posture can impact your body positively.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
that's amazing. I think you've enlightened us all about. I mean, I think this is probably the most amount of information you've packed into a minute or two. So that's amazing, Miulangi. Now, I mean, with all the postures you mentioned, you know, of course, there's the extreme ones and there's the, you know, the so-called easy ones. They look easy, but I'm sure they're not. There's a lot more to it than what it seems. But you know, if you're a beginner, is there such a thing as, oh, that looks too hard, I'm never going to get to that stage? You know, can anyone start and have a go and then one day build your body to do an inverted posture like what you have, you know, in the pictures that, you know, you shared with the group? Is that something that's possible?
So it's a very good question, Nanu. The reason is, now a lot of people believe that it is very, very tough to do yoga, that you don't belong to that yoga group. Why? Because some people imagine, oh, I'm not flexible enough to do these postures, right? That's their first thought.
Well, that's me.
I would like to blame it on social media. The reason is that when you see social media, what you see is either handstands of yoga, or your elbow stands, your forearm stands, or extreme backward bends. That's what you see on social media. Actually, when it comes to yoga, Anu, that is 5% of it, or that is like the result of strong foundation, right? That comes later. That is like if you take a tree, that is the fruit of you. That is the fruit. That is fruit, right? But what you need to be focusing on is not, oh, will I be able to do a handstand? Will I be able to do a extreme back bend? No. What you should be focusing on is strengthening your roots, strengthening your foundation. So in yoga, they say, Anu, yoga is a very systematic, and it's a cumulative, like a very subject. So when you do a posture, Anu, so like your beginner postures, beginner postures are what's going to strengthen your roots, what's going to give you a strong foundation. But beginner postures are not what you see on social media, because people feel that it is easy. But no, these postures are not easy if you practice with a strong activating the points and all that. So beginner postures not what those extreme postures are not what you should be thinking. In yoga, they say, Anu, that's a good question you ask. It's yoga they say, don't seek the fruit of it, do it for your health, right? Do it for your health. You should not be thinking, will I be able to do a handstand? Will I be able to do? You should be doing it for your own health. So your health, now, Anu, you're bringing a plant home which bears fruit. You're thinking, okay, I want this plant to have fruits. That should be your end. That's what you wanted. What you should be really thinking is, how am I going to grow this plant? How am I going to water this plant? How am I going to add fertilizer to this plant? How am I going to allow this plant to grow and have a strong root? Once the root is strong enough for the tree to grow, yes, you will be bearing fruits at the end. Right? Just
that's amazing.
Once your foundation is strong, once your your foundation root is strong, those things automatically will come at the end.
Will come. So that's perfect. I think, so I think you should never be afraid to give it a go. And I think trust in the process, and over time you will build the capacities and you'll push your own self. And I think, that's amazing. So I think that gives a lot of confidence to someone, whoever's here has never done yoga. Maybe this is the chance to give it a go. I mean, there'll be a little announcement at the end. Miulangi has offered such a wonderful session for all of you. So I'll give the details at the end. I do have another myth to bust. If can I lose weight by doing yoga? Can you answer that question? I think people have unrealistic expectations, or maybe it is realistic, but I think, what are your thoughts on that?
Yoga definitely helps you to lose weight. The reason is, Anu, when you now actually, the benefits when you perform a posture, you have to maintain in this posture for a longer time to receive the benefits. So when you maintain in a posture, because now, Anu, when you are doing a posture, there are ways you have to activate your points, the way you have to stay in that posture and understand that there's something called the brain of a posture. That is the main point of postures. And you have to maintain it to receive the benefits. So if you are doing a posture with just for the sake of doing it, you're not going to receive any benefits out of it.
Absolutely.
Maintain in a posture for a longer periods. Some postures, if you say 5 minutes is extremely hard, by the way, in some postures to maintain.
For sure. Even down dog for 5 minutes will be really difficult.
Exactly. So when you maintain in these postures, definitely it helps to shed your weight. Definitely it does. Because
that's amazing.
My mom is actually a good example. When she's actually a bit to the chubby side. So when she actually practices yoga, she's not very so when she actually practices, she starts losing all the time. So
that's amazing.
Yes.
I think if there's any questions from the 7 of us here, so if you have any questions, please write in the chat to Miulangi. If not, after after this live, you can always write any questions you have. And so the only invitation I have to you guys is Miulangi's offered to run a session on Sunday, this coming Sunday. We're planning around 5 o'clock. We'll put some information out, and it's it's for everyone in this tribe, and to have a go and just have fun and have some space to gather your energy and relax and stretch and experience yoga with Miulangi. So
Yeah.
I invite you all to join. I will definitely be there. I'm not going to miss it for the world. I'm so excited because I love, as you all know, I love doing yoga, but I haven't been consistent, but I think when I do, engage with, my body just thanks me so much. So I can definitely vouch for a good session. So give it a go. And even if you have, 10 minutes somewhere, please come and, experience it. So I think it will be fantastic. Thank you so much, Miulangi, for this, for the time. And I had fun. I learned a lot, and I hope you did too.
Yes.
So thank you all. And so we will see you soon. And thank you, everyone. And I love seeing the love hearts in the comments. So that's amazing. Thank you so much. Thanks, Miulangi.
For giving me this opportunity as well. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Well, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to have you here.
All right. Thank you, Anu. See you soon on Sunday.
See you soon. See you on Sunday, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Bye.